Hey, how's it going out there, Philly? This is Two Birds, One Show. I'm DeeTer. That's Ricky. How's it going there, Ricky?
Fowler?
So we talk about Philadelphia sports and craft beer. What do you got there? Are you wearing a treehouse hat there? I mean, a treehouse hoodie?
I got my treehouse hoodie, my Eagles hat, because I'm going to be drinking treehouse and talking Eagles.
Yeah.
Tonight I got from treehouse.
Little Kings Road.
Nice.
Shirt. Yeah.
Representing.
Yeah, man.
This is very liquid green from Treehouse. I believe it's
green.
Yeah, I believe it's a brand new.
All right. What's it like? Resin hops or liquid cryo? What could it possibly
I'm guessing it's in the Galaxy family because it's part of the green family.
Right.
I don't know if what it's all about yet because this is my first time trying it.
Well, I guess there's probably like a whole liquid series that's going to be coming out, right? Maybe if they're doing liquid green, it'll probably be like liquid sap and liquid.
I hope so.
Julius, you know what I mean? I'm curious what the whole liquid series is about.
I mean, that would be nice,
right?
You know, this hangs at about 8.4%. Like I said,
that's how I like them. That's how I like them right there.
Right in my wheelhouse. I'm always around, the 8 and 8.5% is what I like to drink. And
nice.
Like I said, I think there's a Galaxy based beer, part of the Green series from Trio. Yeah. So what you got?
All their stuff from Green's great.
Oh yeah, one of my favorite series.
So that's a nice looking beer, man. Take a little sip and I'll just show you what I'm working on right now. So my good buddy Ricky. Yeah, said one of the shows, Shipyard Smashed Pumpkins, and I was like, man, I haven't had that in a long time, and I picked it up last week, and I was like, damn, this is good, dude. And Ricky was right. Ricky was right, man.
Well played, sir.
I have to put this up there with Schlafly. Like this is right there next to Schlafly. And if you guys don't know pumpkin beer out there in the great craft beer world out there, it is delicious. I know you're thinking, oh, pumpkin spice, the fall season, all the lattes and all that garbage. All right. It's good. It's good. But what the pumpkin beers offer to you is fresh beer on the shelf at the liquor stores. You can go there and get a pumpkin beer right now, and it'd be made, I don't know, a month, 2 months ago, where you're doing random next to that. You mean you don't know what you're grabbing unless the date's on it. So you can get fresh pumpkin beers probably right now, and they are normally at 8 or 9%, which is the way I like beer. That's how, if I'm drinking, that's what I want to drink.
I agree. And listen, I got no shame in drinking pumpkin beers. I know some people like to rip on them and make fun, but like I like pumpkin in general. I could eat pumpkin pie anytime. I love pumpkin coffee once in a while, and pumpkin beers are fantastic. I love them. Now, usually I do only drink them from like September to November, but still,
I'm a seasonal drinker. I'm a seasonal drinker. I am. Yeah. You know what I mean? I do my pumpkins in the fall. Then I go into stouts a little bit. And then I go into the winter beers, like Mad Elf, Grand Cru Flying Fish. I like a little bit of the holiday season beers. And then springtime, I'm back in the IPAs. And then summertime, a little bit sours, a little bit of what's that? What's that goddamn?
Like a blonde?
Goes.
Oh, Goza?
Yeah, once in a while, Yeah. So well-rounded.
Well, and I also I like to join in the fun too. Like right around early mid-September, I'll start drinking the fest beers and the Martins or whatever you want to call them, Oktoberfest beers. Yep. And I'll drink them for like 2 months. Usually September, October, November, I'll be drinking a lot of more, fest beers or Martins and pumpkins, than I usually do. And then, like you said, when it gets colder, I'll start drinking the bigger beers too, like maybe an Imperial Stout or something like that.
Yeah, I'm not much of a lager guy, but I do love my Oktoberfest, and I feel like that's kind of lagerish a little bit.
Definitely, yeah. I mean that's what Martins really were. I mean, they were brewed in March, hence the name Martin. And they would sit in a cave, for whatever amount of months and lager in the cave because they didn't really have refrigeration back then. So you'd put it in a cave forever, and then you'd bring it out for the Munich celebrations of Oktoberfest. The Martin styles,
So how's that liquid green going?
It's fantastic.
Is it?
It is, dude.
Is there anything different? Like, anything different from being liquid green? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I guess you could probably put 3 or 4 of the green series in front of me, and I'd probably get the majority of them right. But I'll be honest with you, you could have told me this is fucking green, and I've been like, okay. Now, very green just itself.
Very green.
One of my favorite beers ever. I'll always pick that one out.
Yeah. What's it? The triple very green. It's good, but for some reason, man, the very green that's my favorite, man.
I agree. I'm right there with you, brother.
A lot of people, man, a lot of people will say the same thing. It's just like, I don't know what it is. It just hits, man.
I agree. And you're right. Very good green is good, but it is not as good as very green. It's weird. Yeah, and same with just plain green. Plain green's a great beer. I love it. But very green, you're right. Something about it, just whatever the recipe is fucking phenomenal.
So
I want to ask you real quick. That beer you're drinking.
Class?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, my family in Texas, my cousin Luke just went to Shinerbach, and he's like, cousin, come down, man, and go to Shinerbach with me. I'm like, oh, that sounds so great. I just hate flying. You know what I mean? But I do like Texas. Enjoyed my time there, but it's a hike to get to.
I like Shiner series. I've always been a fan of stuff they put out.
Me too, man. And I figure it's like it's a Bach. It's a nice fall beer right now.
Nice lager.
But it's on the Shipyard or.
Well, I was going to ask you about Shipyard. If I remember correctly, isn't that like around 9% or something like that?
Yeah, it's 9%. Yeah,
nice.
And
that ain't fucking around.
Right, it's like the Schlafly, but it's got a lot more of the pumpkin season. Yeah, it's good. You know what I mean? But Schlafly, that's one of my favorites, man. I can sit there and drink them. I can sit there and drink this too, man. But you do get that really spiced flavor to it.
Schlafly, Pumpkin, and the one you're drinking right there are probably my top 3 pumpkin beers. I'd also throw in from that brewery Whole Hog. They put out an excellent pumpkin beer. That's probably my number 4.
Nice.
But yeah, this actually each sip is getting better and better.
Go Birds! There you go, man. Yeah, I know we gotta get talking some sports, man. We get to talk. E-Money Bentley.
Yo, what up, E-Money? Go Birds, baby.
Hey. Yeah, man. Good name too, E-Money. But yeah. So if you're new to the show, we talk craft beer, sports, and then we get a second beer, and then we'll talk about that, and then we'll finish off on sports. But yeah, I mean, let's dive in some sports if you want to.
Sure. First thing before we get into anything Philly, and get ready to hit that fucking button, because I'm gonna tell you what, I got a little bit of rant to go on right here, and I gotta call somebody the fuck out that needs to be called out for behind this bullshit. The shit dick weasel that fucking Chris Sims is. And I know he watches the show. Chris, I'm talking to you. You ought to lose your job behind this fucking shit. He comes out and says this about Jalen Hurts yesterday or today on live air about Jalen Hurts and with the tush push play. He said they should be sending out headhunters to try and kill the quarterback.
What?
And make them pay. Are you kidding me, Chris?
Dude,
you're a former quarterback, dude. You're a lowlife. I'm calling you. I hope you watch this, dude. Seriously, I don't know if anybody does, but I hope this goes. You're a fucking lowlife, dude. To call and wish somebody ill
around.
Greg Williams. Greg Williams got suspended for the year. The coach of the Saints back in the day for some shit like that. And you're going to go call for somebody to actually try to intent to not only just hurt somebody, but kill somebody over the tush push play? You ought to lose your fucking job. You're a clown, dude. I'll never support you. I got zero respect for you, dude. You're a fucking crumb bum.
Yeah. Okay,
man, because you sucked in this league.
We're going on a workout.
I got no respect for that shit, dude.
Yeah,
you're a pussy, Chris, and I hope you hear that.
Very called for. Yeah, it's a good rant right there. And I'll tell you what, the reason why that fucking play works is because our offensive line. Our offensive line is the best in the fucking NFL, man.
Amen.
So, I mean, we got documentaries on our fucking linemen. That's how fucking good they are.
Yeah, this line and the head offensive line coach, they're going to go down the history books as being some of the best ever. And by the way, man, each sip I take of this beer, it's getting better and better. This is going to be a 4.75 on Untapped easy.
Nice, man. Nice.
You know, some beers when they open up and warm up a little bit, they get even better tasting.
Yeah. The Treehouse is always good too, man. You can't mess around with Treehouse.
Yep, one of my favorites.
Yeah, normally my buddy Al goes out to Treehouse, but he's making a trip out to Fidens in I think a week or two. And I heard he got a good 4-pack with you, some Monkish collab or something.
No, it's North Park and Troon collab.
Oh, Troon? Really?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, and a friend of mine out west, he said I can get you a couple 4-packs.
Oh wow.
I said, yeah, okay, that's fine. But the problem was they were like $48 a 4-pack.
Yeah, he said it was fucking a lot, man.
So
like, holy shit, man.
Listen, that's something I'll do once in a great while. I got it really because it had a Troon collab. It's very rare I'm going to pay that kind of money for it, but I did.
You know what cracks me up though? Like me, I represent Jersey fucking beer all the time, as much as I possibly can. And Troon's one of the best in New Jersey. And every goddamn beer list, every damn fucking beer list, they're never on there. I mean, I don't know who's making these lists up. I don't know, somewhere, wherever. Like, I see them on Facebook all the time, and Troon's never on there. And they are the best kept secret. And you know what? I guess. Whatever, man. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, keep them secret. You don't want to have good beer. That's cool. But Troon's been around for a long time. And if you're in the craft beer world in New Jersey, you should look them up.
Yeah. Go check out the Brick Farm Tavern, too, up there in Hopewell. One of the exclusive carriers.
Oh, you're going to say, I can never get them. They run out quick. Go to the fucking restaurant, man. Go sit down, have a meal, and you'll have a whole list of beers, man.
Go support business,
Right, man. Yeah, that pisses me off. That's the turkey rant, if you will. DeeTer rant. Oh, shit.
Letting them know.
Yeah, Troon's so goddamn good. And they're working with so many good breweries, and it boggles the mind that they're not on the best New Jersey beer list. It's just nuts.
Shout out to Troon. And do you know who the guy is, the head brewer there? Do you know his name? Can we give him a shout out? I don't know his name.
I can't think of his name, man. It's been so long ago.
If anybody's watching and you know his name, give him a shout out and write it in or whatever. You can send some love.
Oh, God. We got some comments. I fucking Ricky rant. Oh, nice. So, yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, my boy Greg. What's up, Greg?
He's a hack. I guess the one.
Chris Sims is he's a punk, dude. He's just mad because he was fucking garbage, and he's been hating on Jalen Hurts since he came in.
This without the love, and then Ricky Rant and DeeTer Diggs. Oh, DeeTer Diggs. Yeah, that's nice, dude. Thank you for that one. It's hard.
Gregory.
I gotta switch to the different lines because I have like a line for the songs and such. So when I go to that, I can't see the comments, and so I gotta flip back and forth. That's funny stuff. Good stuff.
Well
Thank
played,
you,
Greg.
Oh man. What's going on tonight with the Thursday night game, man?
So I was watching after I came in.
Packers 11, man.
Yeah, Detroit was blowing them out, and it wasn't even that close. I mean, they're just dominating them. Detroit's got a good team, man, and Dan Campbell's a good coach. Mm-hmm. And I don't know what people thought about Jared Goff, but that kid's a good quarterback. He's a really good quarterback. And Amon-Ra St. Brown's one of the best receivers in football. They got 2 really good running backs. They got a good offensive line, pretty good defense. Listen, that Detroit team's dangerous. Don't forget, we opened a season with them last season, and thank God the clock ran out when it did, because they were coming back. That game would have went 5 more minutes. They might have beat us. That's a good Detroit team over there. And they're going to be in the playoffs this year with us.
Well, they've been working on it, man. They've been working every year trying to get better, and I think this year, man, they're pretty good, dude. So,
yeah. And you remember even last year they missed the playoffs only by 1 game.
Yeah,
that's a good squad over there. So keep an eye on them. I think they're going to end up winning that division when all said and done. Up in the NFC North. This is how we do it. Our show's uncensored. All right. So I'll be burping, cursing, talking shit. ESPN, you have these fucking weirdos with the shit in their ear. Their producers, don't say that. Don't listen. This is real. That's why our show is good. We keep it real. Keeping it real.
Did you watch the game tonight with the Prime Vision? It almost looks like it's like Madden, like players.
I just watched it on regular Prime.
Al told me about it. Like if you go to You could go to the live, and there's Spanish subtitles or whatever, and then it's Prime Vision is the third option. Yeah, and it will replay the play and like show like the people's names and like the paths that they're taking. It almost looks like you're playing Madden.
Oh, that's cool.
Definitely check it out, man. Yeah, it's pretty neat, man. Anybody out there didn't know that? Prime Vision. There you go. There's some news for
looking
you.
Out. Detroit was blowing them out. The Phillies, we lost tonight, but we had an 8-game win streak. They clinched the number 1 seed, number 1 wild card. So we're just getting some guys tuned up and getting some work in. The next 3 games against the stinking crumb bum scumbag Mets, the Mutts. I'm glad we swept you over the weekend, a 4-game series.
Yeah.
So that series is meaningless for us. It's just for us to get work in. And then we'll start the playoffs on Tuesday. And it's either going to be Arizona, the Cubs, or the Marlins. It's probably going to win one of them 3, most likely, more than likely. I think probably Arizona, but we'll see. And I think they'll be up for it. I don't know if you watched Rob Thompson's little speech. It was only about a minute and a half after we clinched the other night. And he was right on. He said, this team is built for the playoffs. This team is dealt with and overcome more adversity this season than even last year's team. I mean, this team is, and they just keep overcoming the odds. This team don't quit.
Yeah, Topper had a lot more confidence this year around than last year. I remember last year's speech, he went to go drink out of the champagne bottle, and it was still corked. I felt so bad for the dude. I was like, oh, man. It was going so good.
When he started his little speech this year, he even said that in the beginning. He's like, I make sure I got the cork off this time.
What a great dude, man. Awesome, he is,
dude. Man. Perfect manager for this team.
And the tonight with Bryce getting ejected, dude. Oh my God,
dude! Angel Hernandez is the worst ump in the league, hands down. Yeah. Thank God. I think he's retiring. Get the fuck out of here, dude! You're terrible at your job.
Right, and it's nice to see Brycey going 100% on a game that means nothing. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean nothing, but he's still going to put himself out there and play 100% because he knew that was a shit fucking call, man. And that was so fucking cool. He chucked out the helmet, and then they got it and he signed it. That was fucking cool, dude.
And let me say this too. Don't think I don't watch close Angel Hernandez, you fucking prick. I watch every fucking pitch. I saw last night you and Bryce had a little interaction in place, so I knew you had a fucking agenda tonight. So not only are you bad at your job, but you're fucking petty, dude. I think you're retiring. Good. Get lost, dude. I hope you're the number 1 reason I'm gonna get fucking umps out of the game and replace them with computers. And I'm always anti-computer and shit like that. I watch the Terminator. All right, I'm always on the side of humans, but you umps are so fucking bad that I was like replace them with computers. And Angel Hernandez, you're suspect number 1 with that. You're suspect.
That's the wrong one.
There
it is. We got multiple songs. It's hard to But yeah, I heard dude, he's got so much problems, dude, that they don't put him into the major games or anything like that.
He's a bum. He's a crumb bum.
Dude, that was such a shit call, man. It was so fucking bad.
There was an agenda behind that call. He was looking to throw Bryce, and Bryce knew it because the last night they had some words at the plate. Because let's face it, and I'm not just saying this, but they take analytics on balls and strikes called by umps and percentage. By numbers, he's the worst home plate ump in the league. He's the worst. It's not even close. And last night, him and Bryce had a few words, and Bryce was probably kind of letting them know, listen, I see balls and strikes better than you do, dude. And, probably stuck in his crawl, and he probably was like, okay, right. And had an agenda. And he probably knew he knew he was on third tonight, and he said, there's any close check swings on Bryce Harper, I'm calling him out. Or I'm calling it a strike.
There was nobody could say that. Yeah, I mean, that was a good call. Nobody.
No, and even the announcers, Tom McCarthy was like, are you kidding me? Oh, Greg, you're right. Relentless. Bryce Harper, I love the fact these games are meaningless, but he's like, I want to go out and still keep fighting. That's how this team is.
Yeah, man. He is the epitome of Philly, man. I'm so happy he's on our team, and he totally gets it, dude. Totally buys in, and he knows, hey, man, you gotta put it all out there. That's all we want. He gotta be the best. You just got to put it out there.
Yeah, right. Just give 100%. That's all we're asking for is effort. Everybody's like, Philly fans, Brad. No, we're not. Just give us effort. Listen, if you give effort and still fail, we're still going to cheer you. Right. But if you don't give effort and we can tell you're slacking.
You're walking to bases and shit.
Right.
You're going to fucking. You're going to get it, dude. You're going to
Bryce Harper is Chase Utley, Jason Kelsey, Brian Dawkins, Brandon Graham-esque. You know, that he's that type player. He gets it.
Did you see the video with Brandon Graham being mic'd up?
Yeah. He's like, I was already talking shit when he's like, y'all don't want to be on the one.
Dude, everybody.
That's one of my favorite players ever.
It gives shit to everybody, dude. There's not just one person. It's so fucking good, dude.
He's like, you ready, boy? He's always, come on, boy. He's always going after people. I love Brandon Graham.
Yeah, man.
Speaking of which, I just want to send a quick shout out. I still really can't stand them, but shout out to Rich Gannon, Arizona Cardinals. Thanks for punching the Cal turds in the mouth after all this shit they run. They win 2 games and the cockroaches scurry. Soon they lose a game. Hey, Stoggs, where you at? I saw you commenting when you won a game or two. Where you at?
Right. We're on the BGSE network. If anybody didn't know, it's an awesome channel on YouTube. Great sports. Different shows and such. And our buddy Jabari and Trey on Cutting Up Cowboys. I stopped on their show earlier today because they had to adjust their schedule and do a show before ours today. So I gave them a little bit of shit. It was pretty nice. I said, yeah, what's up there, 201? Because they talk so much crap. They're like, we're the best in the NFC East. We're the best in the NFC. And then it just took their heart out when the Cardinals
and that's a bad Cardinals team you lost to. That wasn't just like, anybody can win any given Sunday. That's a bad Cardinals team. They kicked their fucking ass.
I really thought the Cowboys was a good team. But you know what? They're running their damn mouth like crazy after the second game. What they
do. That's what they do.
Garbage fucking teams. Garbage teams. Like the Jets quarterback, Zach
Wilson.
Oh my God, he's getting fucking hammered about how bad he is. And dude, that game was so bad. The last game, he's sitting there ducking down so he doesn't get tackled and stuff, dude. Like he ain't taking hits, dude.
Yeah. And Joe Namath came out this week, former Jets quarterback, and was going after him.
How bad it was. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
To say that about your old team, this dude's garbage.
Well, that would be like Ron Jaworski coming out and burying an Eagle, or McNabb, burying an Eagles quarterback. And listen, and Namath is right. Now, was he 3 fingers deep in a glass of scotch? Probably, but fuck it. You good for him, man. You know what I mean?
He's awesome.
Namath, remember when he tried to kiss Susie Colbert on the sideline?
Always wearing like a fucking I don't remember that, but I remember he always had like the fucking the fur coats and shit, man.
Back in the 60s, yeah.
Dude, yeah, he's the shit, man. He was the shit back in the day. And if you're a Jets fan, that's like your all-time icon, dude. You know what I mean? And for him to say that about your quarterback now, which I get it, man. The dude was ducking. Like he was ducking all sorts of shit. He's just not
a very good quarterback. I mean, he's just,
but
why the Jets didn't make a move to bring in like a Carson Wentz or a Matt Ryan or something, I don't understand. Look, you have a good team, and each game you don't do that, you're just going to keep losing. You're not going to win this week either.
Right.
I don't understand. Listen, Zach Wilson's not the guy. I guess this is why you're the Jets. I mean, no offense, but this is why you're the Jets.
I would have to say the offensive line sucks too. Yeah, I mean that's why fucking Rodgers got fucking killed.
It does, but why have a sucky offensive line and still keep a garbage quarterback in there? At least go bring someone. Listen, Carson Wentz or Matt Ryan or somebody probably would be a world difference than this fucking guy.
Yeah, it would. Yeah, I mean somebody could take some hits. Has been in a bad situation that can just like, hey man, I need my money. I need the money, dude. This kid's like, dude, I got a whole life to live. I'm not fucking getting killed.
Well, Zach Wilson's in there banging his mom's best friend, dude. I mean, hey, God bless you for that, kid. I guess you got that going for you. The Cougar Killer, fucking Zachy Wilson. You know what I mean? What the fuck are you doing, kid? Hey, good for you.
I hate
it's
to be
about that time.
Fan. There we go. Let's switch it over to there it is. What's in your fridge? What's in your fridge? Little tree house, maybe some other half items. What's in your fridge?
There goes Al's 4-pack.
Maybe some monkish, I don't know. What's in your fridge?
All right.
Yeah, I felt so bad, dude. When you said you were coming around, I was cutting my grass. I wish you would have just stopped by, dude. But yeah, I mean, if I got time this weekend, I'll try to shoot over.
Dude, no worries at all. Al texted me anyway that we'll stop by. It's just not a big deal.
Yeah, his uncle lives in Jersey, so he comes to Jersey a good amount.
All right, what am I drinking? Fudge. I don't know. Fuck.
Excuse me.
You know what? I might as well go with a fucking double IPA. So
there we go. That's the damn spirit. Very hazy, or is that hazy?
Very hazy.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, might as well.
Hey,
might as well toss the coin in the wishing well.
Listen, the Phillies are in the playoffs. Eagles are 3-0. You know.
Yeah,
enjoy it. You know what I mean? You gotta enjoy it when you can,
Philadelphia fan, and we can't always say that because we paid our dues.
Yeah. After last year, I'm so surprised we're doing so well as we're doing this year. Knock on wood. My desk is wood. I'm knocking on it.
Speaking of which, did you? I saw, and everybody's got it. It's just like National something day every day, but I saw today was National Drink Beer Day. I'm like, well, also known as any day, but National Drink Beer Day. So cheers to everybody.
Yeah, cheers.
I'll take any reason you give me.
It's National Sons Day too. Yeah, did you have a good day with your boys?
Always, every day. Nice. So we got Flyers had their first preseason game. And they got fucking lit up by Jersey, and that's fine. Unfortunately for the Flyers, this year is going to be a lot like it was last year, and same with next year. Every loss is a win, because for the 3 years until Mitchkov comes over, who's a stud, right now you're building to when he gets here. Build a great supporting cast, because I think when this kid gets here, he's the real deal, and I think he's so. Build it up really good now, so when he arrives, this team's going to be shot out of a cannon.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a tough team, dude. Like last year was rough, and then like you said, I hope we build up for when this guy gets here. But we're gonna have to eat shit for a long time.
That's the way it is. Listen, if you want good draft picks, unfortunately, that's the way pro sports is these days. People are. Oh, the Flyers are winning, and then you finish it at 16th, and then you're getting a mediocre draft pick. Yeah, I know it sucks, but
I'm looking at our preseason games, man, and it's crazy.
That's what I was saying. The other night they just got smoked by Jersey, 6-0.
Can't we get some easy games here? Like, what the fuck, dude?
Well, you don't want the Flyers to have easy games.
I guess,
man. Listen, trust me. I said this all last year. You want them to lose games. Every loss is a win for the next 2 years. That's just the way it is.
That's a fucking disheartening feeling, man. Well, I'm pretty sure I said that last year too.
But that's what it is. The Sixers were the same way. Remember they called it the process.
Yeah.
It's just.
We got another comment. Let's see what the comment says. There's a new one here. It's the boy Anthony Young, right, Anthony? Ant. What's in your vault? Oh, okay, yeah. He was talking about the beer earlier.
Well, a lot of Treehouse.
Right.
Mostly Treehouse. There's some Long Live Beer Works in there. Actually just got a 4-pack of Brick City. Thanks to Alvin for hooking me up with that. Actually just drank Waterbury Jams yesterday, which is one of their better ones. I think that's their collab or their take on Heady Topper.
Yeah.
So
it's good. It always has like a weird aftertaste for me.
Yeah, I like the whole jam series. I feel like maybe it's the yeast they're using.
I like the oh god damn it.
Improv jams.
No, I haven't had that yet. That's the one with Tonewood, right?
Tonewood, yeah, it was pretty good. It's on tap at Hob right now.
Okay. Oh, speaking about Hob, right?
Yeah, we just tapped your boy John, his Crusher Saison, which is fantastic, by the way.
There's Ant. Cheers. Oh man. Yeah, I'm gonna be up to Uno's probably soon there, Ant. You can get together, I'll get you a beer, man. I haven't seen you in a while, bud. He's always at Uno's. Good dude. So you just tapped it at Hob, right? So
yeah, I think on Monday. And it's a fantastic saison, very well made. You can tell, John the brewer is excellent at his craft. It's a daggone awesome, good saison.
Yeah, I either gotta get out to Hob or I gotta get out to Audubon with my buddies there because I think John bought a keg off of Kings Road to have it at his place. So,
yeah, and I think it's also on tap at Medford Kings Road.
Yeah, Medford. It wasn't on at Haddonfield, but I will say, dude, there was a lot of good beers at Haddonfield. That Ample
Kings Road's nice.
Ample Vengeance, dude. That was a good fucking beer.
Yeah, it's like their flagship IPA.
Yeah. And I was gonna try to get up there tomorrow at Audubon, but I think it's like fucking pouring rain or some fucking flood. Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully it gets over.
Hey, better reason to be inside a brewery or bar drinking beers. You know what I mean?
His is outside. The bar port, dude. It gets like probably about a couple inches of water out there.
No shit.
Yeah. Wow. It's like right off the edge of the garage, and there's like this little dip. So it's been, yeah. I mean, you have to wear clam diggers or like hike up boots. Some duck boots that'll work. Oh fuck, man.
Very hazy. Fucking. Listen, I'd freeze it in the winter and skate on it, and then the summer I'd melt it and drink it.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with very hazy. So good, dude. This is a Dunkel by Erdinger. Nice. They do an Oktoberfest. That's a Hefeweizen Oktoberfest, and this Dunkel, it's banging, dude. I'm so happy I picked it up. Here's a little looky. What it looks like. It's got a
looky low, if you would. Oh, that's pretty.
Little dark, right?
Nice.
That's pretty nice. I am a big fan of the Dunkel and the Dunkel Weissens with the Hefeweizen and the Dunkel together. That's a sweet spot right there. That's like combining two good worlds.
I got to ask you, that Shiner glass, cool glass, by the way. I think I actually owned one at one point. Do you also love it twice the amount because it's got a ram on it?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah,
because that's your high school alma mater.
Yeah. GCHS, go Rams.
There they are. Shout out to Warren, district champ, heavyweight wrestler, GC, DeeTer.
Yep, the nephew's there program. Now. The Turk, he's there, and he's going to be playing hockey for him. Hopefully,
good luck, good job.
Well. Yeah, we've been working out with him as much as we can, and the kid's just got a lot of heart, man. Like he'll run on his he'll run on his treadmill during the day, and then he'll work out with me and Warren, and then he'll do his hockey practice and training and stuff at night. He's in it, man. He's in it to win. Keep up the
great work, kid.
Yeah, that's what you got to do, man.
Hard work pays off.
Right? Don't come easy. Brick City set break.
Set break. Well, just ordered a keg of that.
Very nice. Yeah. Damn, what the hell is that? I can't think. There's the jam list is so long. They have so many good beers. And
well, everything's a jam over there.
Right.
Yeah, I got the improv jam on, and like I said, Alvin was in yesterday or the day before. He brought me a 4-pack, and I ordered a keg of set break off them. I think it's like a 6%, American IPA, kind of sessionable. So yeah, I think we had on tap there like 6-7 years ago too, or 5 years ago. So it's a good beer.
I think there's like a Heady Jams, right?
Yeah, I think there's a Heady Jams. There's a Waterberry Jams. What I just drank.
Yeah, right. And it's crazy because you think, Heady Jams. You would think Heady Topper, but it's not like that. The Waterloo Jams, or what's it? Waterberry.
Waterberry.
Right.
Yeah, that's the one I was drinking yesterday. Actually, I looked on my tap. I had it about 5, 6, 7 years ago too. I
Grateful Jams, Tasty Jams.
Yeah.
Thank you, Untap. Thank you, Untap. I had to dip into it. There's just so many fucking jams.
It's my favorite app. I love Untap. Yeah. It's my favorite app. And no, but I wanted to ask. So speaking of Untapped, and because I bring this up because I was drinking the Waterberry Jams yesterday.
Okay.
So I go to Untap it, and if you've had it before, it'll show you when you had it.
Right.
And I looked at it. I'm like, wow. Do you feel like if you look at something like you drank like 7 years ago, do you feel like you're a different beer drinker now than you were then? I do, because I looked at it, I'm like, man. Sometimes I'm like, man, how my tastes have changed, or man, how my ratings have changed. I don't know. I feel like I'm a different drinker every few years.
I started at 2017 on Untap. Okay. I think you started a year before me or such.
I was in 2013.
2013. Maybe I started.
And you were in 2014.
Oh, I thought it was 17. Shit, we've been drinking for a long time. Yep, you're right. 2014. I was way off. We're almost coming on 10 years on Untap. 10 years.
Yep. I'm on 10 years.
Wow.
And I'm at 11,000 beers. And you're at like fucking 9,000. You're kidding. Listen, me and you, I like to think, DeeTer, me and you, amongst others, were some of the pioneers in this area of the craft beer world. I know a couple other cats we know were there too. But DeeTer, I feel like me and you, we're pioneers up there, man. We've been through it. You know what I mean? We've been there, done that.
Right. I try not to think about it so much because I want to be in the now. You know what I mean? I want to try different beers and all. And I get what you're saying. Like, has our taste changed? Maybe it's slightly. I mean, of course, it's slightly. It had to. You know what I mean? Everything adapts. Everything changes.
Sure.
And my brother, Rob, was just talking to me about West Coast IPAs. He says, I can't stand them. I'm like,
I can't either. Rob, I can't either, dude. And I used to love them.
No.
I hate them.
If you have a good West Coast Pliny the Elder, you would be like, this is good, man.
I've had Pliny the Elder many times, and I've had Blind Pig, and I've had Heady Topper. Listen, I'll still drink them. I have a Fiden's West Coast in there. I'm going to drink it.
Isn't there like a little history behind it? You're like,
sure.
I remember this.
Here's how I can always compare it to. Here's how I compare it to. And I say this with love, so don't anybody watching getting all West Coast IPAs for me, like Heady Topper and all, which, listen, I still love Heady Topper. If you go on my Untapped, I have over 100 check-ins of just Heady Topper. Over 100, all right? It was my favorite beer. I looked for it everywhere. I was always trying to get it. I paid a lot of money for it. But
you're big on it.
West Coast IPAs for me personally, I always put it this way. That was the girl you fell in love with in high school.
Yeah.
Your first love. And then you left, you went on to college, and you met that freaky deaky girl that was a cheerleader on the fucking team, and now that's the New England IPAs, and you're like, you know what I mean? They're both great.
Here's it. The only reason why I would want to drink a West Coast IPA today from a newer brewery. All right, say they're making a good New England style IPA, and they make a West Coast IPA like once. You know what I mean? Maybe once, twice, just to see. Right. Just to see how it would be. You know what I mean?
I agree. And I'm with you. Listen, I will not drink West Coast IPA. Listen, me and you went out and you were like, and we're hanging out and you're like, here's a beer. And I look down at the West Coast. I'm going to drink it. I still think they're better than lagers. So as much as I don't like West Coast IPA, they're still better than lagers.
That's how I feel too. It's still a good beer selection above some of the others.
Well, it's like saying, remember when we got into West Coast IPAs, like an English IPA? It was like, oh, we don't want to drink an English IPA. We want a West Coast IPA.
Right. Exactly. Like the English style is very bitter and a thick amber beer. And then the West Coast came a little fruitiness. And then, it evolved. Now, what I'm saying is, like, if other half put out a West Coast IPA today, Would you want to try it?
You know I would try it. Yeah,
right.
I wouldn't throw it away.
You know what I mean? Right. I'd be like, I'm curious. I am curious to see on the spectrum of West Coast IPA where they would land at. You know what I mean? I would definitely be excited about
it. I still drink all kind of beers. I do. I just I love my New England IPAs the most, but I still drink all kind of beer. Like I was thinking about like Treehouse. What would there be their West Coast version? Maybe Sap, which is but like their take on it.
Yeah. It's very
which is fantastic beer.
Oh, it's awesome. It's awesome. Sap's such a fucking great beer. So it's a lot of beer talk. Let's try to get back into sports.
Real quick, before we tail off of the beer talk, I just want to send a shout out as New Jerseyans. GABF was last week, Great American Beer Festival. Shout out to Cape May Brewing for their Oktoberfest. They won a medal. Gusto Brewing with their English mild. Cane Brewing with Sneak Box, their hazy pale ale. Bolero Snort with their Jersey Vice sour. That's four. I feel like I'm leaving one out. But yeah, those four. Shout out to Cape May, Gusto, Cane, and Bolero. If I left you out, I'm sorry.
Nice work, Jersey. There you go.
Yeah, nice work. You know what I'm shocked by though? Maybe he doesn't enter them. I'm shocked Troon didn't win anything.
I know.
Maybe he doesn't enter them.
I'm shocked that like Cane put in Sneak Box, and it's been around for so long.
My favorite session beer.
Yeah,
if you're 5% pale ale, one of the best in the world. It's so good. It tastes like an 8% IPA, and it's a 5% pale ale. And you're right.
Yeah,
I started West Coast too. Ballast Point Sculpin, phenomenal, great point.
Awesome. Yeah, Ballast Point, man, used to make some really good beers, man. And I haven't seen shit from them lately, man.
Yeah, well, they got bought out by somebody in Chicago or something, I think, a long time ago, and then they sold.
I remember they used to make like a mint porter in the wintertime, and then that was so goddamn
Was it Victory
good.
At Sea?
Yeah, Victory at Sea. Oh, my God.
That porter series is phenomenal.
Oh, that's going back, brother. That is going back.
Yes, sir. That Victory at Sea series is fantastic.
Yeah. But yeah, I seen a couple of words from Kane, and I seen the Sneak Box. I was like, wow, I'm surprised that they didn't put something newer out, or you know what I mean? That Sneak Box has been around for a long time, man.
Yeah, well, for good reason. It's hard to pack that kind of flavor into a pale ale and make your taste buds think, wow, I'm drinking a double IPA.
Yeah, what's the percentage on that guy? What's it
5%.
5%? Oh, yes. Yeah, man, that is a good fucking beer for 5%.
That's good brewing right there.
Yeah, have to give it Kane on that one. That's pretty good.
Well done, Kane, and well done, Gusto and Cape May and Bolero, Jersey representing. I feel like I'm forgetting one. Maybe I'm not. I don't know, but
that's crazy that Cape May and Bolero got an award with all the different changes they've been going through. I know Cape May going through some stuff, and Bolero trying to change up their trademark or whatever, moving away from the whole bull thing, right? Like I've been seeing that a lot.
Was that an April Fool's joke though?
Was it?
Oh, I think it was, DeeTer. Yeah, no, because everything whenever I order their beers to my bar, it's always still bull related. I think that was an April Fool's joke.
Goes to show how much I drink Bolero.
Well, yeah, listen,
so I'm sure they're good people out there.
Oh, snap. Yeah, so
shit.
Oh, Sixers, not Sixers related, but basketball related. See, what's the name? Dude from Portland. Why does his name escape me? Dude from Portland just got traded to the Bucks. He's a big name. Fuck, why am I forgetting this? I got like a brain fart. Remember the Sixers wanted to get him real bad last year, or before we got whatever. Dame Lillard just got traded to the Bucks.
All right,
so that's a big move,
Yeah, I do. I just haven't been getting into the basketball thing, man. I'm just like
I'm losing interest by the day. The league starts to gross me out anymore. Look up Jabari Parker's comments recently. They were just posted nationally on the media, and he was so spot on about what the NBA is becoming. It's a Jabari Parker. Look it up. It's a good read. It's a quick 30-second read, but he's right on, and he sees it.
I was listening to Cutting Up Cowboys with Trey and Stoggs, and Trey's like, "Yeah, I like NBA so much better than the NFL." I was like, "You're out your mind. Yikes. You are out your mind." Yikes. I mean,
there's a lot on my list behind hockey, for goodness sake.
Yeah, there's a lot of games and a lot of good talent, but the whole thing, the
league's
talent,
a joke.
The talent can, pretty much say where they want to go. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous.
The league is a farce. It's 4 out of 4. It's actually 5 out of 4. It's below college football for me. I love my Sixers and all, but the NBA is a farce. They're eventually gonna hit a wall and shit's gonna collapse, and they're gonna have to redo the labor agreement, and they're gonna have to make some changes. You turn it into a league where it almost is becoming fake. It's like WWE. You can't foul anybody. Look, you barely touch someone, it's a foul. Shit seems scripted with some of the refs. Some of the refs have gotten some in trouble. And at least, listen, you're not going to fool us. You're not going to show it's becoming a farce, and eventually, it's coming soon. You're going to hit a wall, and
I love my Sixers.
The ratings are going to plummet.
To me, they're third. I love watching basketball and all, but I hate that the stars can, pretty much determine where they want to go.
WWE basketball. It's WWE basketball.
Preseason starts up October 8th against Celtics.
I know. I won't watch a game of preseason, I'm not going to watch much of regular season. I'm backing off this year. I'm just disappointed with what this league's becoming. It's becoming a joke, and almost just false. It's false. You know what I mean? Games, not that they're scripted, but they seem scripted. And if it seems that way to me, I don't know. Teach your own. I'm not.
So, I went with a lighter beer beforehand with the Dunkel, right?
Nice.
So now
you're going number 3.
I'm getting an IPA in. I'm definitely getting an IPA in tonight. We have to, man.
You have to.
Eagles are 3-0. We clinched.
Yes. Amen. Thank you.
So here we go. I'm going with this fucking weird ass fog. I don't know what the hell it is. But Pineapple Gold Edition.
Is that like the Terp fog? Terpin?
Yeah, Terp fog. 8.6.
Nice. It's a banger.
I like the can. The can looked like a Halloween can. I was like, all right, we're going to give it a shot. We're going to give it a shot. So let's see how it goes. Smells fucking good.
Listen, I've read about that. That gets good reviews.
Goddamn good. Yeah.
It gets good reviews.
You definitely get like a very good hoppy pineapple nose to it, man.
Nice.
Shit. I'm awful at pouring, so just be...
Look, DeeTer, I've known you for 80 years. I know you're a pour. You pour aggressive. That's your thing. That's okay. Speaking of which, okay, so you're drinking Abomination. Josh and the crew over there at Abomination, man, keep up the great work. Josh, the South Jersey guy, shout out. Keep up the great work up there at the Abomination and under the 12% Beer Project. Y'all are putting out great stuff.
Man, I fucking like it.
I've read good reviews on it. I've heard good stuff about it.
Because it's not like really too bitter because it's got the pineapple.
Yeah.
But you don't really taste so much of the pineapple, man. It's a nice fucking combination, man.
What's the hop profile like?
Well, look at that fucking head. I pour heavy, but that head's going to sit there for a long time.
DeeTer, you get that kind of head on every beer, though. Every beer you pour, dude. Every beer you pour, dude.
I like the hops to accentuate, to be aromaed out.
What hops are you picking up?
God, hops, man. God, I can't. It's so hard because the fucking pineapple,
Pineapple's overcoming it.
I would say Galaxy, man. I would say
Nice.
Galaxy.
Nice.
Maybe Simcoe, Galaxy Simcoe.
I was going to say Simcoe. I feel like
this is fucking good. This
nice.
is good.
I read good reviews on it.
It wasn't that expensive either. I think it was like maybe 18, 17 for a 4-pack. I thought it was going to be outrageous. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, shit.
That's a fucking
Where'd
good
you get that,
graphic,
Bobcat?
babe. Yeah, Bobcat. Shout out to Bobcat. That's like a perfect fall Halloween IPA. Go get you some. Go get some. That's good shit. That's fucking good.
I probably will. Go check out my boy Raj at Clayton Liquor.
That dude always has fucking great beer.
He's the man, dude. All right. Fuck. What am I drinking? I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get a 6% beer. I don't have any of them. I mean, I do. You know what? Fuck, I don't even think I have my bottle open on me. It's in the house. I got some Yingling Oktoberfest, which, by the way, is a great Oktoberfest, but I don't have my bottle open on me. Good. It really is.
Do you have one on your keychain or anything? No?
It's in the house.
Okay, so yeah, it's a Turk Fog by Abomination, and it almost sounds like Turk, but it's Turk.
Yes.
I kind of like that a little bit better now.
Nice.
8.6. Let's see if it gives any kind of hop profile. Not seeing it.
Well, listen, I take your word on it. I mean, you know your shit, so
yeah, it definitely has a little Galaxy. It has that little twang, Australian taste, and then the Simcoe, nice and smooth, man, with the pineapple. The pineapple's not overpowering. It just gives that little sweetness, and you're like, fuck, man, that works. That works.
Well, speaking of which, too, I know we are just talking about them, and not in a bad way. I don't drink a ton of their stuff either, but Bolero, I had their pineapple bullwhip recently, which
that's good.
For me, from them, was probably the best IPA I've had from them. It was fantastic. So, and the pineapple was so accentuated, but it melded so well with the hop flavor. It was a really well done beer.
Sometimes I drink a little and bust balls, but Bergen County by Bolero, phenomenal. That's a great stout.
Yeah, I got one in the beer fridge.
Yeah, dude. If you can't get your hands on them, get them. They're fucking good.
All right, so I'm going with a South Jersey brewery in Maple Shade, Dr. Brew Littles.
Oh, nice.
See the cat?
That's awesome, man.
You got Grog's Paradise. About 7% IPA, you know.
There you go.
New England style. I've had it before. It's good beer. I've had it on tap at Hob. You know, it's a good beer. It's probably 3.75 on Untapped for me. But I like it, and it's 7%. And besides my Yingling Oktoberfest, probably the lowest ABV beer I had in there. So,
wow.
And I'm gonna tell you, when we're done on the show tonight, the Yingling Oktoberfest coming to the house with me while I play online poker, because I'm gonna probably drink 2 of them. So
how do you feel about going against the Commanders?
Good
week?
Point. So for whatever reason, Washington always plays us well. They always do. And this I don't think is any different.
Deshaun Jackson was on their team, man. He always would fucking burn us, man. Always get us, man. My dad was a Washington fan, which drove me fucking wild because me and my brother are Eagles fans. But, he was always a Washington fan for some reason. He always did like construction work in different areas. He worked out in Ohio and such. So I guess somehow, some way, he got to be a Washington fan.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's how the old man Turk was.
I would say like who you like.
Yeah, but
well, I think it's going to be
good, man. I think
it's a division game, and division games are not usually easy unless we're beating up on the Giants. And I don't know what the spread is. I want to say 9, but I'm probably wrong. I think the Eagles pull out a win, but I think it's a very close game, especially with Washington coming off a loss.
Shit. I had the damn. Okay, here we go. NFL. We're sorry. Bear with me, people.
Oh, that Crocs Paradise. That's a good beer, man. That's a fucking sipper. Whoa. Bear Brewing. Shout out to you guys. Cape May.
God damn it. Okay. So the spread is 8.
Oh, okay. I thought it was 9, but okay. 8. I got the Eagles winning, but I don't have them covering the spread.
9. Wow, 9 points, man. That's a big spread, dude.
I agree, especially for a division game. I think the Eagles win a game like a close, I'm going to say like a 21 fucking 15, something like that.
Yeah, I would put money on it being a 9-point spread, but I think it's going to be close. Shit. I mean, they've been beaten.
You're right, Greg. Sorry.
They've been getting beat up pretty bad, Washington, and I feel like last year they did good. Well, it's surprising, like this year they're not.
Washington before this past week was 2-0. They were looking good. Before the last week, Sam Howell passed for 300 yards and 14. That Washington team was looking good. Now they ran into a Buffalo team that kind of put them in their place, because Sam Howell's a young quarterback. That Washington team, they got a good team, man. That defense is really fucking good. And you got, a guy like Terry McLaurin, who's a superstar receiver. You got Dotson over there. You got 2 good running backs and Robinson, and Antonio Gibson. That's a tough team. It's going to be a tough game. And I think most Eagles fans realize that this is going to be a dogfight, fist fight in the phone booth.
Is that played at home or is that at Washington?
I believe it's at home.
Okay. Yeah, man. I would say maybe like 21-10, something like that, man. I would. It's going to be tough, but I don't really have that much faith in the team, man. Eagles on fire, man. We got so much fucking talent.
Well, and speaking and harking back to that Eagles game, we didn't talk much about this past game on Monday night. Sorry, I'm tired of shit. That was a long day. It's a long day. I've been up since 4. You know what I mean?
I've been trying to talk to you today, and here and there has been like sporadic. You know what I mean?
So tired. But yeah, last week's game, it was Monday night. It was 100 degrees on the field. It was pouring rain. Jalen Hurts had the flu. So did Jason Kelce. And they still managed to come out, and lay an ass whooping on that's a good Tampa team. That is a really good defense on that Tampa team. So
dude, Baker Mayfield's getting his shit together. He was doing really
he's having a good year down there.
And even in that game, he was doing pretty decent, man. He just didn't have too much support.
Quarterback.
Yeah,
not great.
Our defense. Yeah, our defense was fucking killing them, dude. Swift. Swift was fucking running the ball, man. It was so fucking.
Greg. No, you're right. And Swift, and man, that kid, I didn't know he was this good. Wow.
Yeah.
That dude, as Christopher Walken would say, wow, the fuck.
When he fucking jumped over to one dude, man, it was just like fucking nothing. I was like, holy shit, man.
I mean, in his last 2 games, I think he has like 300 yards rushing combined. I mean, that kid is a stud. That kid's a fucking beast.
How's Washington trenches running game is what Eagles are dominating. How are they out in the defense line, Washington?
Really, really good.
Yeah,
really good. Washington has a really good defensive line. Listen, this Washington team, any Eagles fans that are watching, listen, this is going to be a really, really tough game. This Washington team's not as bad as people think, and Sam Howell is a good young quarterback. I remember watching him play at UNC in college. The kid's a player. He's a good quarterback, and this Washington defense is really good. They got weapons on offense, 2 good running backs, 2 really good receivers. Logan Thomas, a good tight end. This is going to be a fist fight in the phone booth. Anybody that thinks otherwise, you're wrong. It's going to be a tough game I think the Eagles win, but I feel it's going to be a fucking dogfight.
All right, we're at that 1 hour mark. If you want to throw out, you want to
give
picks?
Your picks?
Yeah. All right, let's do that. I didn't really
listen. If you want to keep rolling, I'm up.
No. Yeah, I'm good. Let's see. This week, I'm going to give the Falcons over the Jags. I feel like the Falcons are doing pretty good. God damn, there's some fucking. All right, I'll do Ravens over the Browns, and then Dolphins over the Bills. That's my upset. Dolphins are doing pretty good, and I don't know, man.
They hung 70 on the fucking Denver. And by the way, did you see the thing? McDaniel, the head coach of the Dolphins, he used to be a ball boy for the Denver Broncos. And then in 2022, when they had a head coach vacancy, he applied, and the Broncos were like, "We don't even want to interview you." Well, good for you, McDaniels. Way to shove it up their fucking ass. And you know what, Sean Payton?
I'll do you one better. Did you watch the fucking Kelsey podcast?
Of course.
And he's like, well, I guess Denver did think he was a good ball boy. I fucking rolled, dude. I was like, oh my God, dude. That's fucking hardcore.
I'm glad he rolled her. And you know what? Sean Payton is a fucking douchebag. Yeah. I can't stand that motherfucker. I'm glad listen, I hope you lose like that every fucking week.
He retired. He came back. I mean, like,
he's a scumbag. I hate him.
Well, I mean, what about the quarterback? You know what I mean?
Russell Wilson?
Yeah, man. He's supposed to be this great quarterback, coming from Seattle, left Seattle to go to Denver, hasn't done a fucking thing. So,
Sean Payton and Russell, I hope you lose 7-0 every week.
I'm not going to hate or anything like that. And I thought that was really cool that, the dude was a ball boy. And he didn't give him a job, or he didn't give him an interview for the fucking job, and he just fucking put 70 points on you.
Right, that's and I love that about you, McDaniel. I'm glad you did that. And I want to backtrack. I said I hate Sean Payton. I don't hate anybody. But Sean Payton, I'm glad you lost that bad. I hope you lose that bad every week. I don't hate you, but I hope you lose really bad every week. You're a scumbag. So that was cool. I'm glad the Denver got fucking blown out like that. I hope that happens every single week. I'm gonna do. I guess I'll do my picks.
Yeah, there you go, bro. What you got?
Okay. Well. Okay, to piggyback on what we were just talking about, and listen, Mike McDaniel, much love down in Miami. You guys got something special going on there. You really do. That offense and that speed in Miami is amazing. But I think Buffalo brings you back down to earth this week. That's a good defense up there. They're giving Buffalo's -2.5. I think Buffalo wins the game and covers. Second game, I got the Chargers. They're giving 5.5 to the Raiders. I don't like picking division games, and I'm probably going to be wrong about this. I know I am. But I got the Chargers covering the 5.5. They're giving the Raiders. I just think Josh McDaniels is a much better assistant coach than he is a head coach. Just ask Denver about that. And thirdly, I don't like taking spreads this big, but I do like KC beating the Jets and covering the 9.5 because Zach Wilson is that bad. And I think KC probably wins, by probably 3 scores. So that's my 3 picks.
Awesome picks. And that's our picks for tonight. Thank you all for watching. Like and subscribe. Catch us next week. 2 Birds, 1 Show, 10 p.m. on BGSE Network. And hope to see you there.
Much love. Peace.